Good morning. Welcome to Flat Earth Early Bird number 2619. I'm your host, Arwin. And before I start the show, please don't forget to share it on any platform you deem fit. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the gift card, PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are all in the description box below, or send me super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I can really use it. So please support your local Arwin, that would be great. Yeah, weather today again is, well, absolutely gorgeous. Same as yesterday. Very windy, but I mean it's warm. It's really hot out there. It does feel a lot warmer than it did yesterday, but it looks the same. Alright, it's just pristine blue skies. No real signs of trails. Even at the horizon, it doesn't even look so hazy. So it might be clearer than it was yesterday. Even look, see, you can even see that effect. It's really clear blue. It's really a lot. So yeah, gorgeous day. Warm. Hello. It is Friday, the 1st of May 2026. Temperature is 23 degrees Celsius. Wow. 25% humidity, 18 kilometers an hour wind, and 0% precipitation. What? Moderate thunderstorm warning? What the hell? What? But it's 0% precipitation. How does that work? I don't get it. It's giving me a moderate thunderstorm warning. Maybe somewhere later in the night or something, it might happen. Who knows? But the way it's looking, that makes no sense. Let me just share with you what that looks like. It's don't see how that actually combines. But whatever. Right. So yeah, I'm actually interfacing again through Windows because Linux got subtly weird apparently with an update. The screen resolution was set to intangibly small, and I can't reset it, so there's some weird error shit going on, and I tried to reset it, but it won't work. It's very weird. I hope I don't have to freaking reinstall Linux, but yeah, I can't really use that right now, so I have to do it through Windows. Annoying, but I mean, yeah, I can still do my show and all that, and the internet connection seems to be fine. But yeah, it's a bit limiting, and yeah, also Infowars and band.video and a whole bunch of stuff is all down. Off air, it says. Very strange. And yeah, I've been trying to look for a replacement site. I thought that was alexjones.com or something, but no, there doesn't seem to be a replacement site out there. I really hope they're gonna put it back up though, because I mean none of this makes any damn sense. It's a pretty good news site and one of the sources that I use. because they pick up on a lot. But yeah, it's all down. And supposedly there's still going to be like a live show and everything. Like the Rumble stream is still going. The streams are still going, and on X and all that. But I mean, no more news websites. It's kind of frustrating. So yeah, it's a bit of a strange day today for me. Linux subtly failing and Infowars not being there for me to look at what the news is. Yeah, I did stay up pretty late, and I mean, they had like a marathon stream, and I caught a lot of it, and it was kind of nice. It's just nostalgic with a lot of people from way back all being on there, and a lot of bragging. But yeah, we'll see what happens today if they're gonna do an actual live show. They might be too busy. With like I don't know, starting up the new website. So yeah. Anyway, I am doing a show. I am here, and I'm doing just fine. And yeah, there's still the Dutch news sources that I can tap into, but I mean, yeah, it's limited. It's 1st of May. Right, but for me, yeah, it is a bit of a day of technical difficulties. But yeah, OBS seems to be holding strong. And so is Rumble and everything, so the connection is at least very stable today. Right. So yeah, yesterday's show, great. I'm very happy about it. There's an item that was like on my mind for a while. I think I put it down earlier, but now like with more details. Like how I think UFO actually works. Like how those work, where they come from, what it really means in a bigger picture. And yeah, I thought that was I mean, I did get proper amount of views too for it, so I think it got people's attention. Yeah, and I don't know what I'm gonna talk about today. I have no idea. Right. Yeah, so yeah, I'm a bit flustered because of this. I was like really gonna start perfectly on time and everything, and then just like this shit happened, and then try to fix it, and so I'm a little late because of that, because I was gonna be really on time. Typical. Alright. Just trying to think, what am I gonna talk about? Maybe I'm just not gonna talk about anything. Maybe I'm just gonna sit here and wait enjoy the summer feel of today. I mean, it is really warm. Oh yeah, I did have like a kind of an interesting conversation yesterday on Worldwide Debates with the Rigs. Because yeah, there was like this talk again about Mark Sargent being a shill and all that, and I basically just really tried to dig into it to get it clear. Like, what does that actually mean, and like, why do you think he's like part of an agency, etc.? And because yeah, I'm just not completely buying that. Right, that they have like group preferences and all that, that there's like a group of people that seem to have gotten to know each other and that like are protective against with one another against outsiders. That's one thing, but that it's supposedly like agency connected or even a controlled opposition, like I'm not entirely sure that they're in the know on it. Because I think that if there is any kind of agency that's been involved, they kind of just like chose their people and then just like opened the gates to them and just let them do their own thing. And they probably then picked people for, I don't know, being kind of goofy or having certain traits naturally. Like, I don't think they got like any instructions or anything. You see? Which, well, which makes them not agents. They're just a group of people that were given a green light. Like, does that make them agents? I don't know. I don't think so. Like, technically, no. So, yeah, I had a bit of a discussion about that with Riggs, and it was interesting. And there's a lot of people that have dug up things in pursuit of proving the agency, etc. So there's been a lot of digging. But I mean, all of it, it's still just, to me, it doesn't amount to actual proof that there's agency there. And I mean, I would be very much open to evidence that would prove the contrary. It's kind of like flat Earth, like Mark Sargent does with flat Earth. Like, yeah, you believe in the globe as soon as he gets actual satisfactory evidence for it, right? And I am the same with that, with claims of, well, Mark Sargent being an agent. Because, I mean, he just plays around with it, with these suspicions, with the conspiracies. He does, like, clown around with it. And, I mean, the suspicions are not going to go away. I think people just have that suspicion of him. And, I mean, apparently there is supposedly some oddities about, well, his online presence that before a certain point in time just did not exist at all, even though he was supposedly a very staunch gamer and all that. And I mean, so yeah, maybe there's something weird there, but I mean, that's about it. Like, not his entire history seems to be available. That's it. That's as far as it goes for suspicious things. Right. But I mean, people say that he's a Freemason and all that, and I mean, I always ask, like, what lodge is he registered? Like, that's, people say that I'm a Freemason, and I always ask them, like, oh, cool. What lodge am I registered? Do you have any actual evidence? Because I'd like to know. Like, maybe I am one, but, like, I've forgotten, or they didn't tell me, or, like, I don't know. I've definitely met and known Freemasons, and my grandpa was one that I've never actually met when he was still alive, by the way. So there's some connections there, but I'm not. I know about Freemasonry is like what it basically is it starts with you register with a lodge. So I'd like to know which lodge. Because otherwise you're not a Freemason. You might be like some, I don't know, a puppet or a project from a Freemason. You don't necessarily have to be a Freemason yourself to basically be subjected to that. But I mean, then you're not technically a Freemason. But then Freemasons will hang around you, right? As a consequence. They will meddle with you. They will direct you. And I don't have that either. I mean, unless you want to call some of these trolls or whatever the Freemasons, but I mean, we don't have a deal about that. Like, I don't just like, oh, it's that guy. Like, I have to do what he says. Like, no, not really. Not at all. Actually, not really, just not at all. Right. But it's funny how people just draw these conclusions about other people. Especially if they've gotten a lot of attention in some way. And I mean, that is a logical thing to do out there in this world. That if somebody gets like a ton of hits or a ton of clicks or a ton of attention somehow or coverage or invites on mainstream media, like, yeah, that is logically suspicious. But I mean, it doesn't automatically mean that they are like a part of an agency somehow. But it is a bit suspect. But I mean, you can potentially find reasons why it's happening to them, other than them being agents. But I mean, it will probably, I mean, the more time passes, the more people will think if somebody just gets tons of hits, etc., that they are part of some agency somehow, right? But I mean, again, they don't necessarily have to be in the know of it. They could have just been picked by people that are not connected with them. Like, they don't always like put their guy to be the champion. Sometimes they just like look what's out there, and then they choose somebody. Like, we want to make that one stick out in relation to all the others, because we're kind of like where they're naturally going, kind of thing, right? That. But those people don't have to be in the know of that. They just basically get lucky. They win the algorithmic lottery. That's kind of what happens then. They absolutely don't have to be in the know of that. They might even figure it out, like, whoa, I seem to have been picked or something. And then they might like try to adapt their ways just because of that. Not because somebody's telling them, but because, well, they hit a wider audience and they just start to like draw these conclusions of like, oh, I have to now adapt or I'll lose that giant audience again, right? But nobody will be telling them that, right? Just a consideration of like how to look at this sort of thing before before you auto agent somebody just because they have a lot of coverage, right? Anyway, yeah, that was a bit of a discussion I had. Man, I am really frustrated that InfoWars is down. I'm so used to just kind of browsing around there. Maybe I'll just look on RT for a change. I mean, they are a pretty good website for news. Still. They're just not very US centric. Okay. Right. Yeah, I'm looking around on it, and I mean, it's not. It's like ongoing things. On the Dutch news site that I like to visit, 9 for News, there is a lot of stuff going on about corruption. I mean, there was this fire just recently that was literally caused by defense drills. And it's insane. I mean, the scheming, the manipulation, it's really sick. Because they were basically just doing military drills, set fire to the place by accident supposedly, and then, well, from what I understand here, the news is actually saying that it's being caused by climate change. Like, he's actually doing that. It's such repulsive, like, cultish, insane propaganda, like, because it's obviously not true. Like, people, like, everybody knows what caused it. It was not climate change, it was a freaking military drill. It's really sick. I mean, just looking at it, it pisses me off. And I mean, the Dutch people here are like, they're really pissed off at this shit. Like, are they just like trying to force a revolution to happen? Because I mean, the more you do this kind of crap, the more people are just, they're gonna get to a boiling point. And I've been hearing, like, well, that same worry go around, like other people do, like in Dutch, they are saying it, like, it's going so bad, it's so unrelenting. It's like I now feel guilty because I made all these predictions and it seems to all be coming true, and now other people are saying it about where things are going, and that that's relentless, and they keep encroaching, and even though we resist, we hold it off a bit, but we don't really gain ground. I mean, other people are starting to feel it and talk about it, and But I mean, these people that are in power, like, I do not understand how they think that they're succeeding or winning playing these insane cognitive dissonance theater pieces all the time. Like, people can see right through it and it pisses them off. Another weird shit thing. Apparently, yeah, there's like the Second World War remembrance moment. That's a thing we do every year. I'm not sure. Yeah, the 4th of May. We do that here. I don't really care. I'm sorry. It's about the Holocaust remembrance or something. I don't think it is necessarily about that. I think it's more about like the actual Dutch soldiers that fought against the Nazis. Actually, that's what the remembrance is about, not the Holocaust. Although that gets brought up though, usually. But apparently no. Some village here. Forum for Democracy have not been invited. Like they're literally in that government, because there's Forum of Democracy politicians now, like all throughout the country, in like almost every city. They've gained seats and all that. They've really gotten very popular and very known. But now they got banned from the 4th of May Remembrance Day because of anti-Semitism. Which is not true in the first instance, because they're not like that at all. But they are being accused of it all the time. But it's rather because of their stance against Israel. And I mean, that has nothing to do with Jews. Yet the Orthodox Jews are like, yeah, they are clearly anti-Israel. So, I mean, does that make them anti-Semitic? Because they're the most Jewish Jews you can ever imagine. Right? But yeah, I mean, this sort of thing goes on. They're being declared anti-Semitic and barred from things. But it's crazy. Like, and dude, like, there have been other politicians that were way more radical right-wing in the 90s and all that. Guys like Janmaat and all that, who really got like persecuted all the time and was always being boogeymaned. But those guys were actually like pushing it a little, being like actually slightly racist and unapologetic about it. But it wasn't really radical, right? They were just slightly. They were just. Form of Democracy is extremely smooth and extremely reasonable. And like systemically non-violent. Like they just do not get involved in that. Like those guys might see like, oh shit, they're pushing it to like a violent uprise. But like Form of Democracy is specifically trying to not go with that, but to solve it politically. Right? They're really doing their best and they're crushing it. Like they're doing a good job. But I mean, they still just get swamped and accused of being all these things that they are clearly not. Because they are an actual threat to the New World Order. Or, yeah, the European deep state. So that's still going on. Let's see. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, not not interesting enough to bring this up as an item. Yeah, just big text, big stack of text stuff. Like Elon Musk basically says, and I mean, he's right about that. That ChatGPT, which was originally of OpenAI, and which is like a non-profit system, but the people at the helm there right now, Sam Altman, turned it in, like he basically betrayed the principles and just is starting to make a profit out of it, and it's like it's not what it used to be. And Elon Musk called himself a fool for having invested in it, apparently. Right. Very typical. That everything is just running smooth right in the day when I'm all flustered and I like. Yeah. So typical, right? I mean, days when I'm super focused, it gets glitchy. OBS starts to cut out the feed and all that. But then it's like, oh, today's perfectly green light, and I'm like flustered. Yeah, so typical. It's like, who the ever is like directing this internet? They just want me to be seen as a fool, as an idiot, as a crazy person. Like that's like it's like that's the only objective they have. It's like, yeah, sure, we'll let him do anything. If he gets too good, just disrupt his material. When he's really in a bad mood or when he's just flustered, yeah, then give him full green light so that every second of it can be perfectly recorded and it can be as awkward as possible. Is that how this works? Nah, it's not. I'm looking too much into it. Maybe a little. What? Yeah. And man, the world is really gone become really pissed off at Israel in general. So it's like the entire world has really tried to hold this neutral stance towards them. Like, yeah, it's fucked up, but I can't deal with it because, well, because you get the platform, etc. You get called all these things, and it was just like. But I mean, they've been going so crazy recently, so shameless, and they just keep ignoring everybody's objections and just doing the worst thing you can imagine every time. Like they want it to be like that, and the world's gotten really sick of it and is getting more out in the open. And it's like, It's gonna sound weird. Anti-Semitism is not what it used to be. And especially like with the Orthodox Jewish communities everywhere, like really massively out in the open, being like, "Fuck Israel! They're imposters. They're evil," and all the reasons why, like they're not actually Jews, etc. And yeah, it's just exposing the massive grasp of Israel on media, on like Western media worldwide, and like how they do it. All their agents that are always all in with it, no matter what happens. And the world's like really gotten sick of it. And people in the US are sick of it. And Israel is also being so aggressive towards the United States in general. Like, I really think that my prediction is going to come true that I made a while ago, that Israel would, well, end up literally declaring war on the US. I don't know if they're like actually openly going to do that, but maybe they will at some point. Although it is becoming quite apparent that they are like being invasive and they're trying to take over, and they're bragging about it, like how they are taking over the US, Israelis, the Zionists. And yeah, people are sick of it. And so like this is not gonna last long. And like Trump ain't fixing it. He's trying, but it's not working because there's nothing you can do. Like, you can't fix it by going along with it. It just does not work. And so it's all a matter of like when the streams are gonna cross, and then like it's suddenly gonna like lash out. Like Israel and the US are gonna like in a sudden like breakup event lash out against one another really heavily, like maybe even militarily. And I can imagine that like lots of Zionists and Mossad might get arrested in the US all of a sudden. And yeah, I mean, I think that it could just suddenly change around just like that. And like Trump does not want that. He really does not want that. And if it's gonna happen, it's like he might not even like be at the helm of it. He might refuse to be the face of the US when it happens. He might basically delegate it off to some other guys, some other people. Although, like maybe JD Vance, but probably not. It just feels like there's a time of flux coming, where there's going to be a lot of uncertainty as to like what now, what to do with all this. And yeah, maybe yeah, I mean, let's just go back to my vision. In Vision, like how it would happen was very specific, because it was in relation to Russia. Some flashpoint with Russia, where basically if Trump seeks direct open conflict with Russia, basically doing kinetic actions on them or planning that and the escalations that are like would come out of that would be the trigger to basically have him taken out of his position as president. And yeah, that might still happen. I mean, Russia does seem to be like taking the opportunity of the chaos to actually become a central player in delegating everything and trying to restore peace in the Middle East. They're really stepping into the void and doing that. And I mean, they've been waiting for that opportunity to do that, and they're good at it. Much better than the US, really. And so, yeah, it's logical that the US will be just jealous of them, basically, and potentially like start lashing out to them to try to destabilize them, etc. And because they're jealous. Right. We'll see where it'll go. But I mean, it is a time of flux. Because it's also like much harder to. A time of flux basically means that there's no clear-cut direction or directive that everybody follows. Like, they are going this way, and it's like they know it doesn't matter what's happening, then they know where they're going. In a time of flux, they don't have that certainty, and it's like really uncertainty where things are going to go, and that creates confusion and inaction often. Until they make up their minds, they find a critical mass of people, make up their minds, and then pick a direction. And there's a time of flux now. But I mean, in the meantime, the deep state, the New World Order, they are just using this time of flux to basically push forth their agendas. So they are just going about unabated. And that's frustrating a lot of people that don't want that, including myself. I mean, the future of humanity in its entirety is in the balance right now with all of this. Right? The deep state and their projects, their dehumanizing projects, they have to stop. They have to be stopped. The satanic agenda has to be stopped. And yeah. Will we still be able to, or are we going to be forced to actually get violent and to bypass the law in order to do it? Because losing is not an option, right? Because that means we all die and lose all control over all humanity, and it also means just uncountable amounts of nightmares into the future that makes everything unrecognizable. And that could never be an option to anybody that's in their right mind, nor a good option to anybody that's not in their right mind, because they might think that that's solves something, but it won't. It actually makes things worse for them too. It's part of the devil's trick. Right, let's put this in the title. Infowars website down, time of flux, and can we overcome the deep state satanic agenda without violence? Yeah, it's a fair summarization. What I talked about thus far? Oh, I've been going for 46 minutes. Man, time has flown. Right. And I'm sad that I'm out of coffee. I wish I had more coffee. I wish Riggs would get back to me. Because I'm asking Riggs for help with the whole Linux situation. Because I don't want to now not have access to Linux because of this stupid little issue. It's very tedious. It's so weird. It's like I thought that there was like an Alex Jones network website. But it seems like the only thing that is actually up is the Alex Jones store. No more news websites whatsoever. They're all down, all of it. It's just really surprising to me. It kind of feels like it might be a stunt. It very well could be. Just to like make everybody feel like how much we actually need Infowars, how much people are used to actually using it as a source. Which includes myself. I do absolutely use it as a source to keep tabs. It's not like it's the ultimate source, but it's like also a good gateway out there in the world. Right, but I really hope that this thing is gonna be restored as soon as possible, and that nothing is really permanently lost. I really do hope they did make backups and shit on like hard disks of like everything, because it would be pretty stupid if they actually lost the content. They want to reboot it up, right? But I'm sure they have made copies of all that. I mean, they did so in the past, so they should be doing it now. All right, let's take a look on Twitter. I did bump into a really cool video of a guy on Joe Rogan's, of all places. Basically summarized the Tartaria situation. Oh, okay. Oh. AlexJonesLive.com. Ah! It is there. Thank you, Twitter. So that didn't come up in searches at all? Wonder why that is. Yeah, but I got it. It's AlexJonesLive.com. Let's see what kind of news articles they got. Tucker Carlson's really going hard at it with Trump. Which I, by the way, find very unlike Tucker Carlson in a way. But I mean, I can't say that he's wrong. But that's been going on too. Share this page. I am sharing this page in the chat if you want to check it out. It seems the website seems to be mostly the same. There's some specific type of systems that are, it's a bit different. The layout of the website is a bit different from InfoWars. They do not have an active comment section yet, I think. Yeah, you still have to register and everything. I'm sure it's gonna be back to the usual. Anyway, good to see that that site is up. What? Fuck's sake. Damn it. For fuck's sake. Looks like they got great weather in France as well. Okay. Yeah, I've been going for an hour. Hope everybody appreciates the show. I am a little distracted. Okay. Yeah, enough of this. Yeah, let me play this little video. I still wanted to play that.
It's all fake. I think everything has been falsified before the year 1600. If you look on very, very old maps, you see that there used to be a country called Tartaria that was in existence. And at a certain point, all of history has been changed. About 1,000 years have been added to the timeline in order to justify land claims. And those land claims largely have to do with the elimination of the Eurasian horde. Rome and Greece and Egypt were actually active till around 1600. And that Rome actually fell around 1492.
As opposed to was the conventional timeline?
About 1,000 years before. The Salem witch trials took place around the same time as the Inquisition. Columbus was discovering America around the time Rome fell. All of this was designed to erase this entire civilization from history.
There you go. That sums it up. 43 seconds. I mean, all of those things I've talked about. Right? Remember the 1,000-year gap? I've talked about that in like 2016. That became apparent to me. And it's solid. It's all of that. It all works. This guy summarizes it very succinctly. Although, I mean, I don't even think that Columbus that was real in any way. I don't think that actually happened. I think that's a made-up story. And I mean, it's not really. It doesn't really matter. It's just, I think that the whole Columbus journey and all that was very specifically made up from scratch. Because it doesn't seem logic, like everything that happens in it, it doesn't fit. It's not it seems made up. It seems like a made up story, all of it. But I mean, yeah, I mean, if it's real, I don't know. I don't care if there's like any kind of like national pride to it or whatever. I mean, fine. You want to think of it as being real, then sure, right? I don't think that the guy actually existed as is portrayed. I think it was a completely fabricated story afterward to fill in the history gaps. That just Columbus seems to fit in that perfectly. Right. Anyhow. Yeah, I'm gonna round out the show. It's been a bit of a short show. I really hope tomorrow I will be having my Linux capabilities back. Anyway. Oh.
Of Obama's
support. Yeah. Hey, live feed. Hey, what live feed is this, by the way? It's from it's from Rumble. Right. I think they're just defaulting on Rumble. That's the one they're using, and they got the AlexJonesLive.com now as a news distribution default site. Right. So yeah, I'm rounding up. Thanks everyone for coming. Hope you liked this show. It's a bit short. Sorry about that. If you liked it, then please don't forget to Rogan's it up. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the gift card, PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are all in the description box below, or send me super chat over to Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I can really use it. Please support your local Arwin. That would be great. Right, I'll be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2620 on a Saturday. Hope to see you all then. Everybody have a great rest of this 1st of May. And yeah, until the next video, keep it flat. Derp.